Happy Cop Tuesday, YouTubers. Hope you guys are having a great evening. Me, Henry, and Layla are enjoying the Wildcat Lounge. They're both sound asleep. We've been out here for a little bit, just enjoying some videos and smoking my Missouri Meerschaum General. Excuse me, I can't remember what these are. I have such a hard time. People on here are always correcting me. And in it, I'm enjoying me some cupcake. And having a great time. June the 26th. Most people, it's just another day. For me, it's kind of a special day. 626. About this time, 7:01 to be exact. Right now, I tried to do this right about that time, and it's 7:06. 7:01, 2014, on June the 26th. My dad graduated to heaven. And so this time of the year, each year is just kind of a different time for me. And it's just kind of a time for me just to think, kind of contemplate memories and his life and his influence on me and all that stuff. And tonight I'm smoking the cupcake kind of in his honor. My dad loved sweets. And I'm going to tell you a story about that topic. Several years before he passed, there was a reunion, a Rutan reunion, and we were there, and they had a really nice lunch and everything, and we kind of went down there and ate our lunch. And my dad, I noticed that he kind of ate it kind of fast. He's kind of generally a kind of really slow eater. And but he kind of went through this kind of fast. Next thing I know, he's coming back to the table with a giant piece of cheesecake. And when I say a giant piece, there's probably something like that. I mean, just probably something more like that. About that thick. Big piece of cheesecake. And so he ate that down, and we were just sitting there talking and stuff. And pretty soon he come back with a second piece. And I don't know if I've told this to everybody. Some of you may know, others may not. But my dad died, had Alzheimer's, and he died of complications from Alzheimer's. And so he had dealt with that for 11 years, and was just a trooper, you know. But one of the beautiful things of it is that he would forget certain things, and this was one of them. You know, he went and got a piece of that cheesecake, brought it back, ate it down, got a second piece, came back, and you know, he sat down with. I didn't really think too much of it because of the fact that we were really just trying to get calories in him. I didn't care how he got it. He could have done it with cookies, ice cream, and cake, you know, just as long as he was getting calories, because he was not getting a lot of calories. And so we were back still there talking, and he ate that one down. A few minutes later, I saw him come back with a third piece of cheesecake. I said, "Hey, Paps, you really like that cheesecake?" He goes, "Oh, yeah. I really liked it. I hadn't had a piece. And I wanted to make sure that I got a piece before it was all gone." So he didn't even know he already had two big pieces of cheesecake, and this one was just as big as the other two. And he always had this kind of a loud, boisterous laugh, and sat down and ate that third piece. It was just so funny. But he would do stuff like that all the time, just forget things. And but he was also had such an impact on my life. He and my mom both. I always say, if I could find a woman with half the traits of my mom, I would swoop her up. And luckily, Lisa has a lot of traits like my mom, and but she's awesome, and my dad, and so the two of them together really enforce things in my life. My dad was a baseball coach for me from Pee-wee all the way through high school. Me and my brother was a great coach. A lot of the guys who played wanted to play for him. He made things fun, didn't put a lot of pressure on people, and we were usually really, really good. And so he impacted my life that way, but also just taught me life. He helped me develop my faith, and just seeing him week in and week out, just in the Word and studying and teaching and all these kinds of things. Leader in the church, and just kind of impacted my life to the point where I realized that, he was a Superman. He just did things the right way. As a matter of fact, I tell this to people, I've never heard my dad cuss or even say the slang words like gosh or darn or dang. Never heard it. Never heard him say any of that stuff. For myself, I can't say that. Just a great man. And so I was thinking about that. I got to thinking, what about you guys? Who is that person in your life who impacted your life? Now, I don't mean like was a good influence, or I mean really just changed the direction and the foundation of your life. Who was that? Was it a teacher at school? Was it a neighbor? Was it your father? Was it your brother? Your sister? Who just shaped a direction for you in life? I'd be interested to know that. And you can comment that there below. You can do a VR, whatever's comfortable. But I think sometimes we don't really share stories about people who influence. We might say, yeah, they were good influences, but I want to go deeper. Who impacted your life, where you looked at them and said, that's what I want to do. That's who I want to be. That's how I want to conduct myself. I had a lot of great uncles, aunts, people in the church, ministers. A lot of those people kind of influenced me, but my dad impacted me. My mom impacted me. And so I'd be curious to know, with you guys, who would that person be? And then I would like to know how was that impact on you? How did that change you? What did you do? My dad's influence was so strong on my life. I think that's why I went into ministry. It was because of my dad. Just a great man. Got hundreds of stories I could tell you. I won't. That's all I have tonight. Just been thinking about him like crazy today. Just wanted to share that with you guys. Hope you blow some smoke rings in the air tonight. But above all, my friends, be blessed. And enjoy some cupcakes. This is by Boswell, and it is really good. You'll have a good night.